Smoking Joe, huh? Smoking Joe. Oh man, for Smoking Joe. All right, let's get right into it. All right, I see the same articles you guys see, and I'm laughing like, yo, bruh, you pander to black people to get our vote, and after you pander to us to get our vote, you go and you're gonna put 30 million in crack pipes, and I was gonna go off on all that. Um, my first thought, I haven't read any articles or anything before I had this thought. I'm just going off the headings I'm seeing everywhere. Was like, what are you basing this on? Like, I'm thinking if Joe Biden put 30 million into syringes, I'm like, okay, but he's basing it off of is HIV, AIDS, and other diseases that you're getting from sharing needles thrown on the ground everywhere, other people stepping on it, and you're trying to limit other diseases through shared syringes. But I'm like, what? What is the crack pipe gonna do? Is gonna keep? It's gonna buy less soda cans that are gonna be used on the ground to smoke crack out of? What is it? What is are we finding too many crack pipes laid out on? I ain't never seen. Well, I have grown up in the hood. I did see some crack pipes a little bit, but it's not like a huge big deal. So I'm like, where is he basing this 30 million off of? So of course I had to do my research. I'm like, okay, let me really see what's going on here. So I do my research, and it's like under the harm reduction grant program, part of the Biden administration efforts to lessen the impact of drug addiction on marginalized communities. The initiative also intends to fund facilities offering safe syringe exchanges, which is what I was talking about. Like, okay, you want to get HIV, any other diseases that people are catching from sharing syringes, that's in the program. All right, that's a starting point to go at. I still can't say if that's cool because this is what you got to do with anything, right? And I'm gonna read the rest of it, but you got to look at the amount of money put towards these efforts, and also a way to test to see if all of this money put towards these efforts, like it has to be a way that you can quantify this to see if this is going it's actually causing a good result. You have to look at the amount of HIV and other disease cases that's coming directly from the sharing of needles, so you can see how that number lessened with this new grant. If you can't see that, no, after even if you could see just that portion on the new grant, you put that over here to the side, and you got to go, is it worth, as a politician, would it be worth what it would take? Would it be worth how awful it makes me look? Because this, just the headlines alone makes it looks very awful, especially with how the Americans, both Democrat and Republican, are seeing how out of touch the old Democratic or the old Democratic, I'm not gonna say old liberal, but the old Democratic way of doing things, just the old school people like a Joe Biden or Hillary Clinton that a lot of people aren't liking, regardless of where their political views stem from, is what I'm doing going to further push the narrative that we are so out of touch. And I don't think, like, even if it was just syringes alone, I don't think that there's numbers that you're going to be able to quantify next year to show with this program just the amount of lesser freaking HIV cases are coming from the sharing of needles. I don't think that that's going to be possible. So I don't know if this would be worth it. Just being political, because I'm not talking about my heart, my emotions, and you're stopping people catching AIDS. I'm talking about just politics. All right, but that's just one thing. Um, Also, opioid reversal drugs, kind of big. Especially, I just saw the documentary on Juice World. Then when I saw the documentary on the other rapper, what's his name? I forgot his name right now because I'm getting the rapper's name mixed up. But the white guy who overdosed on his bus, which was really really sad. Okay, I'll come back to that. Fentanyl test kits. This is the big one for me. Fentanyl test kits, because just to know that there's a drug that act like opioid, but like hundreds of times stronger. So you get like one of those bad ones when you think you're doing it, you're dead, done. You're not coming back. It's over. I'm just thinking like as a drug lord from Mexico or something, just at the top of the top. If my money is on the comeback, why am I allowing people to mix fentanyl into the good opioid stuff that I may have? It's gonna kill my customers on their first use. I don't understand unless I just don't understand how fentanyl is helping anybody. Even if, again, we're not talking about my morals and principles. I'm just saying, as a businessman, I don't understand how fentanyl is helping anyone because you're going to die. You have to know that right mixture to get it small enough to mix with the other opioids and put it all in there. That way you're saving it. You're saving the pure stuff because you can put fentanyl with cheaper inside of it, but you got to do it without killing people. So I am all for the fentanyl test. But still though, when it comes to politics, it's hard to tell with how the news plays with our mind. Is fentanyl this extreme crazy thing that's killing a lot of people, or are they just reporting on it a lot? So, which way would you be able to quantify the deaths from fentanyl uses and the amount of ways we've saved deaths from fentanyl use with this grant? Same thing as with everyone else. And it says other methods meant to stem the United States striking drug overdose crisis, which killed more than 100,000 Americans between May 2020 and April 2021. Now, that final sentence shows me what they really want to do. Uh, they want to lower the deaths, right? That's what this bill is about, lowering the deaths. So let's look what's come from this bill so far. Hasn't even been out yet, and is widely criticized and written off as he just wanted to spend 30 million on crack pipes. And that's not coming out of anywhere. It's coming out of the statement inside of the grant that says um the description of the program reported by the Washington Free Beacon says funding could go towards smoking kits and supplies. I don't understand how that helps. I don't understand how I'm gonna give you a nice crack pipe to smoke this out of instead of you using that old 7-Up can. Maybe somebody in the comment section can help. But I just think that it's so minuscule to the other problems we got. If you're gonna do some kind of drug program thing and your goal is to lower the actual deaths, I'd be all for the part about the fentanyl test kits. I'm all in opioid reversal drugs. I'm all for that, man. But with anything that you're dealing with politics, it's all about the image. It's all about that look. And that one line, whoever decided to make this real noticeable and put this out to the public, that one line that said that it could. It's not even saying that it's in there. It's saying that it could go to smoking kits and supplies. That just destroyed everything off rip. And now you got to go spend millions or more defending this portion here in order to get this out of the ground. But again, this is a quick video I made, so maybe somebody can leave a comment to let me know how is helping someone to buy crack, not even crack pipes, but anything to take the drugs, other than safety measures. Because, like I said, syringes, you can actually get diseases and stuff from sharing syringes, but like crack pipe, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you give I don't know, man. I don't know. You get two crackheads, like a crack pipe. Yeah, they can smoke. They smoke out of a crack pipe. They're gonna share it just like they're gonna share the 7-Up can, man. You can just give two crackheads syringes. Yeah, they're gonna shoot up by themselves. But like now, I'm saying this out loud. If they got like a little bit of drugs, they're gonna put it in one of the free syringes you gave. You can give them 1,000 syringes. They're gonna put it in one, shoot it up in themselves, take it and shoot in the other one. Like they gonna crackhead gonna crack. That's what I don't know. Crackhead gonna crack. I don't know, man. I don't know. To me, this is more about propaganda of how you can hurt a bill or help a bill just with the title that's going around than the actual digging through the entire bill. But you dig through this entire bill, there's a lot of things that you can, look into and break down even further. But the way America works, America don't give a fuck about details anymore. Details is shot out. So That is so powerful, saying that he wants to spend 30 million on crack pipes, that a lot of people, that's all they're going to hear about. They're not going to want to go do research and see what the other stuff is on here. That's enough right there alone. And people have an idea first. Once they have an idea, they go look for evidence to defend that idea, which is the opposite of how you're supposed to learn. You're supposed to gather a bunch of evidence, and after you gather all this evidence, you come up with your idea, leaving the gap open for new information that may oppose it, that's credible, to make you change your mind in the future. But no, we have ideas first, and then we just get stuff to defend it. So if anyone doesn't like Joe Biden, or against that whole side or whatever, this is just A1 good stuff to further say he doesn't know what he's doing. But yeah, man, I always look into the details of things. Even right now, even with me saying that last sentence, you clearly see this entire video. I'm not with a lot of stuff that's in this bill, this grant right here. But with me saying that last thing, somebody be triggered, think he's some leftist guy, and they'll just attack that I'm taking up for Joe Biden when I'm clearly not liking the bill, some parts of this bill. Loving the fentanyl part right now, but just always want to look into things. So that's all. See you guys in the next one.